Hello y'all, welcome to part 4 of my French National State Legionary Order Path playthrough in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod, Kaiserredux. In part 3, we invaded several countries and made them into subjects of Joseph Donon, basically. Like the Italian Federation, for example, we have the Pope on our side at this point. We also invaded Colombia, Venezuela, and the Central American Republic. As for the homie here, I have no clue what's up with them. They just exist, but they don't technically exist. They have no land, so it's like Schrodinger's Dahomey or something. I don't really know what the deal is with that. And right now we are preparing to fight with the Egyptians, who are in a war with the Cairo. Well, they had the Cairo Axis with them, and they're in a war with the Ottoman Empire and their allies. And we're about to attack Tripolitania until I realize they aren't part of any faction. So let's justify on them. That'll take 75 days. Do we send a naval invasion toward Benghazi because the Emirate of Cyrenaica is part of the Cairo Axis? We could try. We could attempt it. We have some Marines. So let's try to sail through the Mediterranean and attack. We could attempt it. I think it'd be worth it to try. So set up a... Or no, never mind. Let's just go through Tripolitania once we're ready. Once the army arrives. They were in Latin America, so they're making their way back from over there. And the first army group is right here. Well, yeah, that's the military, basically, the army. And can I give these guys a trait? Get this guy, Jean de Lutz, whatever his name is, get him, what is it? Infantry expert, didn't get this, general. Get him infantry expert also, or no? Let's have him acquire improvised fighter, improvisation expert, I mean. And let's unlock a new doctrine, well, a new part of the land doctrine we're doing. And we're doing superior firepower, so let's unlock regimental combat teams. That'll be a good buff for our support companies. They're soft attack and organization. The Entente wants us to join a war. I think we got to help out the Raj Authority. They're fighting the Princely Federation in India, if I recall, and somebody was annexed. Middle Africa collapsed also. I didn't mention that, but that did happen. And I think, yeah, that's what that's about. South Rhodesia was annexed. Was that our subject? I think it was. Maybe it was. Well, on the bright side, well, they were part of the Entente, but on the bright side, what is it? We did get the Dominion of West Africa in the Entente, so that's cool. And how long will it take us to justify on Tripoli? I mean, how much longer do we gotta wait? July 1939, it's May right now. I mean, let's just split up the Navy and start a naval invasion. Get it done. Split these guys up, split them in half, send one half here over to the Central Mediterranean, keep one force in the Western Mediterranean, and that'll be all the naval superiority we need. Let's gather the Marines now, the First Army. They're the one division of Marines we have for our entire force, and send them to the Benghazi when ready, because it's in the Western Mediterranean. It's in the Central Mediterranean Sea region. And let's have those guys get set up now. We have enough oil for all this. We have tons of fuel. Since we made Venezuela our subject, we've just been taking all of their fuel. They have so much oil. So much lovely oil. Broad offensive focus is complete. And Southwest Africa joined the Reichspakt. Interesting. Let's complete the focus. What can we do? Complete the focus. Ministry of Naval Affairs, no. Let's do Dominate the Mediterranean now. And we're doing the Darlands plan, which focuses on quantity over quality, I suppose. Get these guys over here to the Third Army. Are we ready to attack yet? Please tell me we are. We're not. Great, so let's actually declare war. Oh, we gotta justify on them again? Come on. That'll take 35 days, though. And somebody else showing the Cairo Axis. Here's some Ready Algiers event. Give us some more support. Thank you. Tripoli should be ready to go. We should be ready to go against them soon. We gotta wait until 3rd of July, right. Great, well, at least we'll be ready for that naval invasion for Egypt soon enough, once we have enough units ready. Here's a new infantry division, though. The German Empire and Insulindia signed a peace treaty, some white peace, I think. Let's establish some railways here on the border with Tripoli, improve the rails overall, just so our units could have some supplies. Connect this network, maybe. That might work. Yes, we'll do that. We need our units to have the best supply possible if we aren't to invade Tripolitania, because they don't have very good infrastructure, it appears. and they just need more railways for our sake. I wonder when the Commune of France is going to fight Germany. It is in 1939, so I'm waiting for the Alsace-Lorraine ultimatum, or just Alsace ultimatum. It has to be close. Or does it happen in early 1940? I'm not sure if it's 1939 or 1940. It usually happens. But in the focus tree, let's do this focus here. And when we're ready, when the Commune of France is vulnerable, we'll most likely attack from the border of the Italian Federation, since they are our subject. What is the Navy doing? We split them up like a... What are you guys doing? Where are you going? Oh, great, I left a region in the Mediterranean. The Caribbean Sea. Yeah, don't stay in the Caribbean. You guys aren't needed there anymore. There's no need to be in the Caribbean at this point for us. I don't know why the war goal justification is so much faster on the second Melbourne Uprising happened. I don't know why the war justification is so much faster for the Sultanate of Egypt than it is for Tripoli or Tripolitania. And in our focus tree, let's research now Ministry. No, the Trans-Saharan Railway. Get that done. And how's that railway project going? I don't know. Order restored in the Greater Colombian Authority. Okay, get more naval bombers set up, or fighters, I don't care. Just get more resources for everything. Naval doctrine, research something there. Unlock submarine operations. We're ready to fight Egypt. Can we launch this naval invasion yet? Are these guys here? Good, so let's begin. Declare war, and let's go. Call in all of your allies. I don't care. Do it. I'm waiting for it. I hope Benghazi is easy to capture for our sake. I mean, I really hope it is, because if they have troops garrisoned that place like crazy, things will go badly for us. And someone died? Sad. I guess they're important to the French government. The Kingdom of Siam, what a national French government, well, Legionary Order government. And yeah, Siam joined the Co-Prosperity Spirit, that is the Japanese faction, I think. And let's research motorized and mechanized, and also let's invade Tripolitania, who should crumble, I would imagine. Just attack now with the whole army. Army Group 1. The naval invasion order for Benghazi is going very well. These guys landed with no opposition at all. That is great. So keep moving in for our sake. Or did we take it for the Ottomans? What are we doing? Why are we helping the Ottomans? What? We didn't just take it for you. What do you think? Why do they just have it now? I'm confused. Why do they own it? They're not part of the Entente. I'm confused. Whatever, go back to this front line then. Move back here. Go back here. Just leave. We're done here. We have no ports. Why just go to their side? That makes no sense. Just defeat Tripolitania. End it. Link up or take some other port. I don't care. These guys better not get destroyed because of those port shenanigans at Benghazi. Oh no, there's some troops. Take the port. Can you give us military access? I just need to save these units somehow. Hold your positions or something. Fall back. Tanganyika join the anti-Gurren Pact. Fall back, please. Regroup. Save these units, please. Oh, the infrastructure is terrible here. Build more railways. There's no railways. Improve on this. Please. Someone fell ill. We need to improve on so many railways. And these guys are... Why do we lose divisions because of a system like that? Okay, take back the port. Take back Benghazi. Why do we lose Benghazi in the first place? Don't even break out. Take Benghazi. Why do we lose Benghazi? Because we took it. That's infuriating. Can we not move any further in Tripolitania? Is the infrastructure issues that severe? Trans-Saharan Railway has been researched. Good. And now let's... I mean, we got that focus done. Let's do colonial extraction. Let's send in the Air Force. Where's the Air Force even? They're all in... Oh, they're all in Central America, aren't they? Yes, they are. Relocate, please. Focus on Tripoli, Tripolitania, back up our troops. We need all the support we can get. Get these bombers in Central America. Over in North Africa, please. We need your aid. Big time. The stranded units we have in where? In Cyrenaica aren't faring too well. Also, let's establish a new air wing here in Tunisia. Can we have enough fighters for that, or bombers? Yes, we do. That is quite a few bombers. 100 bombers are set up now. Also, let's get a naval bomber squadron, perhaps? Yes, we can do that. Okay, we have some close air support, too. Get these guys set up. 100 close air support. Come on. Good. 100 more fighters. Nice. And they'll be ready to go soon enough. That's 3 new squadrons for the Legionary Order of France. Deploy them to the front lines when possible. Take back Benghazi for your sake. How'd you get encircled? This is ridiculous. Take Benghazi. Use force attack, I don't care. Just link up, hold Benghazi. Just as long as you guys can stop getting encircled. Distract those guys. Great, now they're going to try and hold Benghazi again. Take Benghazi. If the Ottomans get it back for no reason, I'm annoyed. I am indeed annoyed. Take Benghazi, come on. Take it, hold it. Good. Now just hold it. Or no, don't abandon your comrades. Don't abandon them. Oh, great, they got to retreat too. Marines, retreat or fall back to Benghazi. Leave Benghazi alone. This is clearly not exactly working. Move back here. You guys got to flee. I mean, not flee, but regroup. That's the word I'm looking for. They're not regrouping. They're going to get destroyed, aren't they, in Benghazi? Yeah. Good job, guys. You're going to get wiped out. Tripolitania has capitulated and pass, annex all of this, take all states. What do we do with that? I have no idea. But let's move the entire 1st Army Group now to helping out that poor Marine unit that's going to be encircled. They are encircled. Why did the Ottomans keep getting Benghazi back? I don't get it. Whatever, just launch the offensive once ready. Get us more infrastructure, please. We need more infrastructure built up on the railway. Improve everything. We gotta convert rails or something. Build this up. Build up everything. How much longer will this take? Well, we gotta wait like a week. Those guys are encircled, aren't they? Relieve them. Help them. Move forward. And there's some event there, I think about a movie. They are trapped. Help out those poor French Marines. Rescue them. That is the only Marine unit we have. Our Marine division has to be saved. We have camel troops moving in here. Did we lose them? Or no, they made a breakout, but now they're further away. Come on, guys. Don't do that. Rescue them. Get to them. We're nearly there. Cyrenaica was not ready for this war at all. Okay, we rescued them. Good. Now let's redo our front lines to address the new reality of this front line. And let's send some units here. Good. Fate of Tripolitania, what do we do? Release it, make it a puppet or something, I don't know. Or military order. Let's actually, I don't know, what can we do? Release it. Or we could puppet it. I mean, take it. I mean, we have enough base stability and war support to be able to get away with occupying it. I say occupy it. So now we occupy that, and we are still doing positive in terms of war support and stability. But now we have Tripolitania. Tripoli is not part of the Legionary Order of France, and we're not planning to release it at all. That's just going to be some place we control. Now let's continue onward to Egypt. If the opportunity arises for us to puppet Cyrenaica, I will actually set them free, but Tripolitania is just one state, so it's fine. Just defeat the enemies here, take Benghazi, please. The Ottomans keep capturing it for some reason, I don't know why. Can we actually get the credit for this? Just Fiume declared war on the Danubian Federation. That may not have been the best idea. They have no allies whatsoever, but you do you. Continue pushing, get the Jaguv here, as well as Derna. The looming war. Across the Mediterranean, storm clouds are gathering. Government offices in Algiers are being flooded with reports from the metropole informing us that a war between the Commune and the German Empire is imminent, and that the socialist government is mobilizing its troops in an effort to retake Alsace-Lorraine. Everyone in the government and command know that this day was coming, but it still came as a major shock. The coming months and years will doubtless be the greatest test in all of our history, and every true patriot will have to be prepared to give up everything so that France may be free once more, and we gain some base war support from that event. And let me stop using my navy here. Take them and put them in Corsica. They had to be deployed to maybe fight. I don't know. We're going to have to rely entirely on... I'm planning to rely entirely on a front line established by the Italian Federation in the event of a war with the Communards. It should be more than enough. Here's some new colonial divisions, garrison troops, I believe. Send them wherever. Keep pushing Cyrenaica also. Doctrines available, unlock, fighter race initiative. Good, push onward to Egypt, that's the plan. We don't even have any allies helping us here. Just take everything in this area. Great, they still control this state for some reason. Don't know why, just forced the Emperor of Cyrenaica to capitulate. They've lost a lot of their troops, I'm pretty sure. Let's expand upon the railway network a little bit, especially in Tripoli. Improve that. Just improve every railway network we capture and keep the army group of France, well, the Legionary Order of France, rolling across North Africa. They have capitulated, and now we will go toward Egypt. And that's now, well, I mean, yeah, that's where we're heading. We gotta take Cairo. And once we take Cairo and well, Alexandria and Cairo, that'll be a big blow to them. And the reason we got to, well, once we defeat Egypt, I think the war will be over because they are the major leader. They're the leader of the faction, the Cairo Axis. And I don't see them doing so well. Once Egypt goes down, they're going to be forced to all surrender. And that will benefit us greatly. Because obviously we'll get a bunch of puppets once the peace conference arrives. And let's do the extent of conscription focus. Get that done. Continue pushing forward. The Egyptians, I don't think we're ready for this. I mean, neither was the Emirate of Cyrenaica. Egypt has had more prep time for our offensive, and they're just not there. Get this unit encircled before they can get away. Camels, go. Cut them off here before they can get us in this one little area that's like a very easy to defend area. I don't want this to get us stuck. Please, I don't want it to happen. There's like only so many places we can maneuver through Egypt here. Come on, break through. They're moving away. Make sure we break through entirely, overwhelm all of Egypt. We got this with our, I think, also let's research this Alsace ultimatum. Are they going to go to war? Engineer Company 2, research that. And the Commune of France declared war on the German Empire as expected. Can we request you guys, world is at war again, figures. Let's request all of your forces. You're now going to serve. The Pope's divisions will now serve the Legionary Order of France. And all of you guys are going to just form one big army to toward the Algiers. Come on now, get you guys together on the front line with, say, get Charles de Gaulle to lead those units on the French border. The Italian Federation border with the he'll lead this force until the rest of the Army Group 1 can arrive. And when they do, we'll just attack all in unison. Probably, or they may start an early offensive or something, I don't know. But we will strike at them eventually. Bulgarian state, join the Reichspakt. I think Egypt will, yeah, they're down, so let's pass here. I have player-led peace conferences on, so this is all going to go easy for us. Take all this in turn, take all Cyrenaica also in turn, and we're done. They have, the Ottomans control Benghazi for some strange reason, but let's in turn, done. Is this war over? Technically not. I mean, the Cairo Axis is defeated. We're just at war with whatever's left of their faction now. I can hope the Ottomans can handle that. I don't know if they can or not. They have no faction at all, so maybe let's just send all of our troops now for Army Group 1 into the Italian Federation's territory and prepare to invade France. If any peace conference arises from Syria or any of those other states of the Cairo Axis falling, we will be there, but let's focus on the Commune of France right now. Denmark joined the Reichspakt. Go figure. Fate of Egypt. Fate of Egypt. Make him a puppet with the Sudan. And did we give them the Sudan? Yes, we did. The extended colonial conscription. What can we do here? Whatever cost us less stability. And we did the first option in the event there. And now we have a national populist, Sultanate of Egypt, as our puppet, and we're making Napoleon proud, aren't we? So now Gabon needs guns, send them weapons, yes. Let's take some weapons, do whatever. And let's get the army ready to go on France. The Commune of France will be fighting us pretty soon. Once we do this focus here, where's the focus? Let's do it, the beautiful war. This will take 7 days. I hope the army can arrive in time. They may not be able to. Cancel. Not worth it just yet. Let's complete the focus. Peace conference there. Goringia got annexed. And let's do renewed crackdown in the focus tree, just so we can have a focus to get done before the rest of the military arrives in Italy, in the northern part of Italy, in the Italian Federation's land. Syria has been defeated. Let us make them a puppet. Take all states, or no. Reset. Pass constantly. I just gotta pass forever. Do I have no shortcuts for this? I don't think I do. Just pass until we get to the amount we need. I have player-led peace conferences on, so this is what I get. I mean, I could turn it off, but I mean, Syria. I want Syria to be a puppet of France right now. Come on. Nearly there. Get to it. Pass. Now, take everything. take it all. In turn. Done. And now, well, besides that, oh, look at the Commune of France. They're struggling. They're losing ground already. Let's get ready to go. Our ally still wants us to help them. Fate of the Levant. Release Syria. Or give it to our Egyptian allies. That is an option. Release Syria. Now we have a Syrian state with the... Is that the Ba'athist Party flag? Is that what the name is? Whatever. We have a National Populous Syria. Great. Well, I mean, for us it's great because we have another subject. Let's research unlock undersea blockade. And let's drive onward against the Germans. I mean, not the Germans, but Fate of Lebanon. Make them a puppet. There we go. So now, can we attack? I mean, we gotta get renewed crackdown done. Who leads National Populist Lebanon, I wonder? It is led by Pierre Guimillot, IDC investment. Invest in arms factories. Do that. All that will be done. And can we get our army ready to go here? We're going to help out. We're going to have to call in Canada for this war. Come on. Renewed crackdown has taken... It feels like it's taking forever to complete. It's going to cost us... We're going to lose manpower once we get done with this focus too, which is rough, but oh well. And here's some event. I didn't read through that. Honestly, I had no chance of reading that in like 1 second. But now, in our army doctrine, let's unlock mechanized offensive. Renewed crackdown is done. Let us attack the Commune of France. The beautiful war. Annual IDC review. Invest 100 political power. And this should be an easy war, I would think, because the French are already distracted and southern France is wide open. Let's also move the entirety of the French Legionary Order of France's Air Force into the Po Valley and operate out of there to attack southern France as necessary. IDC advisors, get them to assist with our economy. Get that done. And this should be a simple, very simple war. Once we're ready to go. 7 days. 7 days. It feels like it's taking forever. Come on now. Get there. Get there. Just get there. There we go. And we've called in a bunch of allies. Call in the... Let's do the focus ministry of the air. And let's call in the Italian Federation. Call to arms. Get that done. They're going to have to join under our puppet. They had no real say in the matter. Now let's march into southern France. That's relatively... It's not... No one's here. Look at this. Just empty forts, everything. Nobody's present. And Canada wants to join our war efforts. They want to join our wars. Do that. Come on. You want in? You can join. And the Entente is moving to reclaim Europe. That is going down. Crazy. And here's some Lend-Lease from the Italian Federation. A new recruit in the Foreign Legion. What's this about? A distinguished man, Henry d'Orléans, the Royal Prince of the House of France. And here's some Lend-Lease from the Kingdom of Canada. Are we at war with the Princely Federation? I wonder. I hope we aren't. We're not. Okay, good. Continue on the push into France, though. The Commune of France has sort of realized we are advancing, but it's like they realized a little bit too late, it seems, which is somewhat hilarious. They've lost Marseille already. Their defense is crumbling due to our numbers in this area. They have help from the Union of Britain, but it doesn't really matter. Lend-Lease from Greece. Thank you, Greece, for the light tanks. Keep pushing forward. Commune of France is just dropping the ball here. They were not ready for the push from the Italian Federation. They're also having to deal with what looks like to be a German offensive toward Paris. And if they lose Paris, it's all but over. But to be fair, we still have to launch a naval invasion against the Union of Britain after this war is over. So let's keep taking more of southern France. Destroy their tanks, please. We have tons of manpower. Deploy more divisions when possible. Get some more Marines. Make them bigger Marine units, please. More Marines would be great. Just more units in them. And come on now, that's not right. Marines. 20 with Marine Division. That'd be ideal. I mean, we gotta launch naval invasions anyway. Charles de Gaulle falls ill. Burma joins the Reichspakt. Keep pushing forward. And southern France is falling like I thought it would. The French are struggling. The Commune of France is struggling against the Legionary Order and its allies. The Kingdom of Canada isn't really present in the fighting, I think. This is some kind of soda? Orange soda event. Okay, interesting. And keep pushing forward. We're taking Toulouse. We're getting close to it. So close. Take the rest of this. Take everything connecting the Commune of France's border to the CNT-5. Spanish Civil War is still going on. It's still ongoing. It's crazy. It's nuts. And the Germans, Canada canceled its Lend-Lease. How nice. And can we just take all this land here, please? Get it accomplished. Here's some event about a Muslim holiday, I believe. I mean, it was an event about a Muslim holiday. How are you doing with guns? We're doing fine with equipment. We have 100k infantry equipment. That's absurd. We're doing fine with everything but light tanks. We need more light tanks to be manufactured. Ultimately, we do need more of those. I will admit to that. The Germans are flowing across the border with the Commune of France. The Italian Federation cancels their Lend-Lease. Oh well. Cut these guys off. Cut them off. Move Toulouse. Camel encirclement. Go. Camel encirclement. The camels have successfully encircled those poor tanks of the Commune of France. Good job, camels. Good camels. You earned your... You got your glory there, didn't you? And now let's unlock Hunt and Destroy. Good. How is the Air Force doing here? Not really sure. Let's check the doctrines available again. Forget that. That's old news. Let's research some... No, that's way too advanced. Let's research improved artillery upgrade 1. That's from 1941, but it's fine. Check casualties. The Commune of France has taken 300. They're losing so many men every day. We have taken 30k by comparison, which is, I mean, to be fair, they're fighting on like 2 fronts. And they're up against the Reichspakt as well as us, so no surprise they're taking tons of troops. They're losing tons of troops there. Paris has still has yet to fall though, and Canada they want our help. No, we're busy in Europe. You guys need to be retaking Britain. What are you doing? Take Britain. That's all you got to really do. Just keep pushing forward. Also, do we request any help from our subjects? We could. The Fourth Army just kind of exists. That's the most I can say about them. Ministry of the Air is done. Now let's do the focus, complete, say, total air war. I think after this we may help the Italian Federation take over the rest of the Italian peninsula. I don't know. We could do that. The Socialist Republic of Italy, or the Italian National Social State isn't really doing anything while this war is going on, which is strange, but hey, I'm not complaining. If they were putting pressure on the Italian Federation, this wouldn't be going so well for us, probably. But just keep driving forward, get this done, push onward, get toward Bordeaux, take this place down here with these divisions, good. Can we deploy any new divisions? We need more tanks, evidently. We're losing so many guns per day, but not that many. Take Bordeaux, they're trying to defend it, it's not going so well. And Archangel disappears. A veteran pilot. Oh well. And the Germans are going to soon link up with the Legionary Order of France in central France. Get some troops here, move them to Army 3. Good, this is an infantry division. Take Bordeaux. All you gotta do. Are you guys being aggressive? Miracle in the South Atlantic. I guess the Archangel is still alive, whatever his name is. Keep pushing forward. Bordeaux is ours. Good. These guys are stuck without a port. That is the Union of Iceland. Join the Third International. Why? That's a bad idea at this point. I still can't believe I got the camel encirclement done earlier. They do come in handy, even though I don't really know what they do. And let's research the AM-40. Secure Bordeaux more. These guys are stuck. They're going to be destroyed. Focus on destroying these units. Look at this. They're going to be gone. Watch them disappear. They're just going to go poof soon enough. Look at that. How bad everything's going for them. They're struggling here. They're having to retreat, regroup. They're going to be stuck in some province in Vasconi or Aquitaine soon enough. And this is terrible for the French in this battle here in southern France. Those divisions are going to be destroyed or just forced to retreat. They're retreating all in one province. And now let's destroy them with our army. It can't be that hard. Okay, it might be a little bit harder than I thought. Whatever, they're just stuck in that little area. It's fine. It's perfectly fine that the Commune of France has, like, what? This is way... like 9 divisions stuck in the Pyrenees Mountains. That is just unfortunate for them, isn't it? How many more victory points does the Commune of France need to lose before they surrender? Let's see. They control 48% of their victory points right now, and they will capitulate when they have 20% or less. So we are a good way there. We got to take probably Brest and Caen and all this part of western France, but we'll get there shortly once we get done with this crazy encirclement on the Spanish border. And now we have more divisions. Send them over to the Third Army. And let's also, what can I do? What can I do? I want to help out with the Italian Socialist Republic of Italy. So what can we do with that? Let us gather, take all of the Italian Federation's troops and actually make a whole new army. Take them, grab these guys, every one of these divisions the Italian Federation has that we just requested their forces for, and establish a new army, the Fifth Army of the the Legionary Order of France, and let's call in troops from South America. They'll have to serve alongside the Italians here, Latin American Italian Army. Bring all these units together, a lot of militia here, and what we're going to do is just have them fight who has better troops, Venezuela or Colombia? I don't know, just get Venezuelan troops. Get these guys, pull them together, and have them take on the Socialist Republic of Italy once they're ready to do so. Get all those units to arrive, and let us get some units from Egypt, maybe. Do we have any troops there? No. But let's request a bunch of forces from the Colombians and bring them to Syria. Colombia will help our subject Syria they will fight whatever's left of the Cairo Axis in Arabia, and will mop up whatever resistance is there. So Henry Gerald can lead them, I don't care. Just get this army, deploy it to Syria, and just help out our allies defeat these countries here in Arabia. That is the game plan. And in focus tree, let us research. What can we research? Research aircraft production, good. Some non-aggression pacts from countries, non-aggression pact offers. Let's start researching. What can we do now? Research concentrated industry 4. I think that's a little bit ahead of time, but it's fine. And unlock doctrines, air doctrine, unlock combat unit destruction. Great. And can we get more of an air force established? Yes, we can. Do we get a fighter upgrade or something, or are we just manufacturing so many fighters? We're probably manufacturing way too many planes. And let's just get a 50 close air support air wing, 50 plane close air support air wing established, and put them here in southern France. Focus on the enemy. Southern France is nearly entirely under our control. And then, once it is, we'll have to relocate our air force and have them concentrate on western France. Those guys are gone. Those poor French soldiers. They got encircled so bad. I got to redo the front line too, because this isn't working anymore. Once we get these encirclements done, we'll start redoing the front line calls. We got to readjust everything. They have so many units trapped. Look at this. Around, where's this? In Lyon. Look at this. This is absurd. 17 reserves. This is crazy. This is, wow. Those poor Third International troops. And there's like another encirclement at Lausanne and Geneva. They just got sandwiched by the Germans and the Entente, didn't they? And that unit there has been destroyed at Orange, whatever it's called. Just keep driving forward, please. Once we get done with this encirclement, we'll move the remainder of our troops on the offensive with the Third International. Defeat these units, though. We took Geneva. Great. And come on, get this over with, please. I gotta justify on the Italian, justifying the Italian National Social State. So that will take 30 days. Are all these units here? Essentially, they are. And we're gonna have to count on support from Army Group 1 once they're finished in France. I mean, Army Group 1 also has to invade Britain, but I think this army, the Fifth Army and some allied troops from the Entente, should be more than capable. This is so bad for France. Like, how many units is this? 16 divisions gone. They lost like I'd say one half of their army just through encirclements. This is absurd. Like, they're just disappearing. They're realistically going to do nothing more than disappear. And Paris has fallen, the Commune of France has capitulated, and now the only thing left to do is naval invade the Union of Britain and invade Britain and defeat the Italian National Social State. So let's call a bunch of troops here. We're going to have to make an attempt to land in England. And can I get some support? Military access, please. There we go. And do we have the next, what's the tier? We need to probably get the next type of naval invasion tech researched as soon as possible. How many ships are here? A lot of them are fine. Let's just have some units from the 3rd Army attempt to make a landing at, say, Portsmouth, Cornwall, well, Plymouth, Dover, Portsmouth, and Dover. Plymouth, yeah, that's the plan. So attack from Brittany, that works. 4 divisions there. Have them set up. And once they land, if they successfully do land, they'll be backed up by a lot of troops from the rest of Army Group 1, like 2 or 3 armies level of help there. Set up from here, come on. Cherbourg, go there. No, that's not right. What are you guys doing? Go here. I'm not doing this correctly. Whoops. Fix these guys up, though. You're going to Dover. Get that done for France. We're doing this to defeat the 3rd Internationale. And when those units are ready, we'll begin the operation. Move the remainder of Army 1. Move Army 1 up here. Have them set up. We've been caught into a war or something. The Italian National Social State is now at war with us. Figures. That makes sense. Call in our allies. Call to arms, or are they already fighting against them? I think they're already fighting against them. Call to arms, though. You gotta help us out here if you want that land. So push when ready. Please advance when possible. Are they gonna join or what? Are they joining? Join. Yeah, join everything. Call to arms. You want land, don't you? There we go. And so now we're attacking there. Chapel Benfora. There's more compliance in Upper Volta now. I can't read that event. I'm too focused on all these other wars. And now let's move toward, we're trying to launch naval invasion soon, toward Britain. Let's get this army here, Army 4, with a lot of divisions from the Italian Federation set up in Brittany for now. Once we're finished on this front, we'll move some troops down to Italy. And what do we do with our Air Force? I say split it in half. Or no, focus extremely hard on Italy right now. Or, yeah, for the time being, we'll do that. Once we take Britain, we'll relocate. Once we take I'll take some kind of airport in Britain, we'll send some planes over. Focus on southern England, please, with these small groups of planes. Get some more fighters manufactured. Can we get any more bombers? No, we cannot. Once these naval invasion orders are ready, we're meant to begin. Once they're ready to go, they will start their attacks. I hope it goes well. Doctrines available. Let's unlock centralized fire command, please. Good. And I think we may need some naval invasions in order to defeat the Italian National Social State. That may be necessary. And can these guys move in, please? Win this war for France in the Middle East. The Abyssinian Empire is going to fight Eritrea. That's going on. Eritrea is revolting. That's why that's happening. Can we take Britain yet, please? I can't imagine they have... I imagine they don't have many troops left. Let me check. They have 24 to 63 divisions. I mean, we'll see what happens if we try to land. They're most likely going to resist us, obviously. And we try to land. It's not going so well. Take that place here. Where's our navy? We need to probably use our entire navy for naval invasion support. It might have been a good idea to do that earlier. I mean, get that order established. Move the navy of the Legionary Order of France up here. And their sole purpose is to provide naval invasion support in the English Channel as soon as they can get up there. It's a long trip from the Mediterranean to that area. And what went down here? We lost some convoys. Oh well. And does I guess the Italian National Social State has something resembling a navy. So let's get one squadron of naval bombers deployed. Their goal is to just bombard, well, destroy anything they see that are in ports that belongs to the Italian National Social State. The Romanian Legionary Kingdom declared war on the Polish Republic, and they're part of the Austrian Empire, effectively, well, now the Danubian Federation. So that's not going to go well for Romania, isn't it? I mean, they're part of the Belgrade Pact, but I don't believe Serbia wants anything to do with that. They're going to be heavily outnumbered if they do join in. Let's research next some Amtrak tech. Can we land, please? We have landed with one army. Some forces have successfully established a beachhead here. Move in more. Please attack some places. Advance off the beach of Dover. Make your way inland. I beg of you, keep attacking. Don't fail. We need naval invasion support so badly. We're going to land at Portsmouth. Yes? No? No, they're not. Okay, they're failing. They are sort of failing. Get these guys off the beach, though. They're going to make their way off. Let's start moving Army 1 over to Dover. Move all these guys to Dover. And we're doing this because it looks like the units of the 3rd Army will make their way out of that area. So we'll have a larger front line to fight on, but we need to reinforce it. Use last stand. Good, keep pushing forward. Overwhelm whatever they have here. And the whole 1st Army will arrive soon. Let me set up a offensive line for them. We'll continue the naval invasions for the 3rd Army, but they'll probably just, I don't know, we'll see what happens. And our research focus tree, research long-range fighters, come on. We're getting closer to London, good. Have the 1st Army arrive. The camels are going to make their way toward London, come on now. Legionary Order of France, we got this. And what's this about? Some event. We got some base stability from this event. Good, and let's start the order. Begin the all-out attack on the British, who are not really ready for the strike of Army Group 1. Do we concentrate? We took Portsmouth, good. Let's actually abandon this naval invasion, then focus all of Army Group 1 on this push into England. So that's not right. Delete this order, though. No, let me first get all these orders deleted, delete everything here, and move all of Army 3 up here, then delete the orders of Army 4, and then move all of them to England also before we launch any Army Group 1 wide attack. Continue advancing, though, with Army 1. Come on, take more of England. Take London. They have, like, militia protecting it. Yeah, it's just not enough to stop us. Here's some infantry, though. Give them the Army 3. How are we doing in Italy? Not much has changed. The border is pretty tense. There's just a stalemate. It wouldn't just defeat the Union of Britain, who I guess is their major leader of the faction, will defeat the fall of London has occurred. We have taken it. And yeah, the Italian Federation, the Italian National Social State is not a major member of the faction. And we're taking all this for the Kingdom of Canada, aren't we? I believe we are. I think so, anyway. Fall of Bucharest. Yeah, I don't think Romania was going to fare very well in that war against the massive Austrian faction. Here's some Marines. Bring them the Army 3. Good. How are we doing in the Middle East? Very slow progress being made. Honestly, you guys are so slow at this. Advance more. I gotta redo front lines again, don't I? I mean, to be fair, the whole army isn't really here like it should be. Redo the front lines, start advancing more into Yemen and more of Arabia. Come on now, get this war over with so we can concentrate on taking more of Britain. And the Republic of Iran has been annexed by the Ottomans. And Gabon, why do they have a French flag now? Riga declared war on some republic. No clue what that republic is. Gabon here, interesting. They're part of the Entente. Just looking at their flag, very interesting. Let's use some civilian factories to make more arms factories in North Africa. We got this. Don't build them in southern Algeria. We have the best infrastructure in Tunis, Algiers, Constantine, and Oran. So focus there only. Keep pushing into England now. And let's give Army Group 1 their new orders. Or actually, no. Give Army 3 their orders to push into southwest England and just handle whatever British resistance is still there. But Army Group 1, the rest of it, well, Army 1 and 3, I believe, Army 1 and 4, well, Army 1 and 4, they're going to push into whatever is still being held by the Union of Britain and try to overwhelm their defenses, ultimately. So get started, please. End this. Have a victory for France. And for the Entente long-range fighter has been researched. Good. Let us complete the focus. Tactical bombers. France is, well, the Italian Federation, the Italian National Social State is still holding out somehow. Can you guys be more aggressive? Please be hyper-aggressive in Arabia. You guys need to advance as hard as you can through enemy territory. Rescue that one trapped Syrian division in Medina. And keep pushing forward. Overwhelm these troops. You guys don't even have a front line. Come on now. Army 3, come on. Fix those orders up. I forgot to give them an offensive line, but there they go. Push forward. Take Leeds. It's going to fall soon. The British, they have so many militia, like Home Guard units. But I guess they haven't... I don't know where all their infantry divisions are. I suppose... I don't even know what the Iskolat Republic was. But anyway, I guess the British lost their main infantry divisions in those encirclements in France earlier. And our front lines have disappeared in Cornwall. It's fine. These guys are going to be trapped in a corner in Truro. Burma declared war on Siam, and Burma is a member of the Reichspakt, if I remember. There goes all those British divisions stuck in Cornwall. They're gone now. And here's some event Le Fou. What's this about? Le Fou, something about Francais. Some Prometheus, I don't know. Find him a nice, I don't know what this is saying. Give him a mental asylum, though. I didn't read through all that. The German-Japanese War is taking place. I'm guessing that's because Siam is part of the Co-Prosperity Spear, and Burma, who is part of the Reichspakt, attacks Siam, which pulls Germany, the German Empire, into a war in Asia. Get to Newcastle. Can we reach Newcastle, please? Oh, we lost some ground somewhere. Not good. Take the rest of Wales. Defeat these enemy soldiers when possible. Come on, Army 3, push forward with our 13 divisions in that force. Riga declared war on Estonia. They keep declaring war on people. They really do. They really do. They're part of the Reichspakt, though. What is Russia up to, I wonder? The Russian Labor Republic. They are still at war with Transamur. I think they've been fighting them for some time. Keep pushing here. Get that done. And please overwhelm whatever's left of these enemies. This is such a slow march. We're gonna have to send Army Group 1 to Arabia, aren't we? I mean, I don't think that'd be a good idea to support. I mean, the attrition because of the lack of railways there could be a bad idea. It could be bad if we did all that. Push forward to Glasgow. End this war, please. Finish all these enemy troops in Cardiff. They're trapped there, and they've been forced to capitulate. Let's just pass, and we're going to take everything, essentially, once I pass enough. So Italian national state, take all states. Pass Iceland, take all states, and turn. Pass. Commune of France, take all states, and take all states from Britain. And our war with the Third Internationale is over. And turn, hit done. Very important peace conference there. And let us move all of Army Group 1 onto the borders with the Germans, just in case, well, yeah. I mean, we have to at this point. With the exception of this one army over in the Middle East. They're just stuck there for now. And we have so many factories now, so much supplies, it's absurd. Make more fighters, make more tactical bombers, more close air support. More close air support, please. More tanks, more everything. That's good. So many unassigned divisions. We have 1 million manpower now. Get this army assigned to Army 3. All of Army 4 will be watching the Reichspakt, as I said before. And let us focus, well, let's relocate our entire air force over to the Middle East so that we can end this war with whatever's left of the Cairo Axis. That is the plan. So aim here, do some close air support missions. Hopefully these guys will do fine. The liberation. After much bloodshed and turmoil, the metropole is finally back in our hands. After so much hellish war, we have at last freed our brothers and sisters who lived for all too long under the tyranny of our enemies. And Paris is ours once again. However, much turmoil lies ahead. The war devastated France, with our beautiful country now lying in ruins. And a far from insignificant part of the population is still misguided enough to sympathize with the socialists. We have won the war, but it now falls to us to win the peace. And let's set to work. The La Liberation focus has been completed, and I'm going to need to return Italian lands, take them, take all these lands. Yeah, just take all of it. There we go. Also, Canadian lands, return all lands to them. And they have taken over the UK now, so we gave that all to Canada. They wanted it. French nationalists reclaim the metropole. Here's some. This is usually a super event, but I have music muted. But we have done it. La French Navale has been bypassed. Some focus has. The fate of Iceland. Make it a puppet. And it is a subject of the French at this point. The Icelandic state is. And now the Legionary Order of France is truly the Legionary Order of France. Keep advancing in Arabia, please. Got to end our wars here. We're now reaching Yemen. Hejaz has capitulated. Pass. Take all states. They're going to be a puppet with their one state. But it's fine. Keep pushing forward. Make our way more into Arabia. United Mexican States declared war on Cuba. Fate of Hejaz. Release them. There's some resistance. Release Hejaz, though. That's done. And we got to redo our front lines for Army 6, don't we? Yes, we do. Keep pushing forward, though, in this war with whatever is left of the Cairo Axis. We must defeat them. Come on, we got this. What do we have? Doctrines available. Forward observers. Research slot available. Let us research, say, Military Police 2. Get that done. Tactical Bombers is nearly complete. We do have a focus tree now we can do. Part of the focus tree. Let's do the Master on a grand stage. And it says here, this is our post-liberation tree for Legionary Order and Joseph Darnon. With all of France marching to his tune and nothing but a limitless future ahead of him, there is a new question. How will his control manifest itself in this new era? After many heated arguments with himself and with his trusted advisors, Darnon has come up with 3 options to pick from. The first and most simplest is to simply continue on as he is now and rule as La Maitria. La Maitria? Whatever. There is no reason to change something that has worked so well until now. Some of the remnant monarchists within his circle have suggested Joseph crown himself emperor. This, they claim, would make him on par with the Germans who play at emperorship. They also feel that the notion of a new French emperor could help Darnon link his regime to the glorious heights of Napoleon I. The third option is probably the most fanciful. They want Darnon to name Pius XII, the rightful bishop of Rome, elected during the exile as the sole ruler of France. Of course, this would be in name only, as Darnon would retain total control over the nation. However, rule by a pope would light a fire under the deeply religious French nation. After much agonizing thought, Darnon must come to a decision. And this focus will take 21 days to complete. Get that done. Keep moving into... We're now advancing from Mecca in the Middle East. Get these units of the Colombia. Colombia's army is really going to have to help us out more here. You guys got this. The Air Forces, I don't know where the Air Force is at. They are trying their best here. It's also way too many planes in this airbase. That is absurd. Move out then. Move a few planes out. Do that. Finland declared war on Sweden. Okay, move to this airbase. Thank you. Move a few more planes out. Come on, that's actually too many in that airbase. Ridiculous. Just keep advancing forward. Overwhelm the enemy here. End this war. Take their cities. Get that done. Let's actually move 1 French army to the Middle East. Just to aid this 6th army. I say French as in the fact this entire military force is essentially just Colombian soldiers fighting in Arabia. Move Army 1 here, though, bring them into this area, and have them push into Yemen and Halil. I got this. Get it done. Move in when possible, please. Halil has capitulated. Good. Now there's just Yemen. Take all states, or reset. Pass, take all states. And we're done. Now there is just Yemen. Overwhelm them with the forces of Army 6. Do we even need Army 1 at this point? I don't know. Just move forward, please. Get it done. End this war. Overwhelm them. And do we make them a subject? Yes, we do. To Fate of Arabia, it will be a subject. Or give it to Hijaz. I don't care. Yes. And now we have Hashemite Arabia. That is right. So, what's this about? Some book event? No, maybe it's a movie event. And there's some United Kingdom, Heshwanyatan, restoration of the United Kingdom. Keep moving here. The British Empire returns to the Isles, and we are to thank for that. These divisions need to be deployed. Deploy them in France, maybe. We can no longer deploy them in Africa, I guess. I don't know. We can't, no. And it says here, the future of our legionary state. After over a decade of exile and struggle, the civil war between the forces of the true France and the syndicalist has come to an end, and a pure France has begun to rise from the ashes. Grandmaster Joseph Darnon, leader of the French Legion and savior of France, stands atop this reborn nation. With the liberation finally complete, however, this has led to questions of just how this new nation is to be governed. While the dominance of the Legion is obvious, the exact nature of her governance of the metropole is to some debate. A majority within the Legion clearly and obviously believe there is no need for change. After all, the Stutterak they created and perfected in exile led to the liberation of the homeland. Why change what is already perfect? Others, greatly inspired by our sister legionnaires in Romania, believe that France should be restored into the hands of an emperor. These imperialists, however, are not pushing for a restoration of the Bonapartes. No, they believe that the only man fit to wear the imperial crown is Grandmaster Darnon himself. Finally, a small group of devoted legionnaires believe we should take our Catholicism to the next level and formally hand over temporal power to the true successor to St. Peter, Pius XII. While the most radical proposal put forward by placing the Patriarch of the West as head of state, these radical Catholics believe that by doing so we can better ensure that the true Legionary Catholicism is spread throughout the entire church. While the nation is now preparing to begin going about the rebuilding of normality, Grandmaster Donon must make a decision soon, lest indecisiveness plunge France into anarchy like the one she just barely escaped from. And let's not change anything. I'm just going to keep Donon in power. And I do like the fact there is some replayability for this path. That is pretty neat. But let's complete this focus now. La Maîtrise de la France. As they say, if it isn't broken, why fix it? Joseph Donon has all the power he could ever want, so he has no need to tack on some antiquated title or rule through some redundant middleman. The people love him, love the Maîtrise, and Donon loves them back. We shall lead them onwards into our glorious future. And that will take 7 days to do. And let's check on Arabia again. Fighting in Yemen is not going so well for the French Colombian 6th Army. They need some assistance, maybe. Get the 1st Army over here to stop these Yemenese troops over in Arabia from advancing. Please advance through here, get to their capital, pin them down, have our militia, have some infantry pin them down for now. Just move forward, that's all you gotta do. And we gotta deploy all of our infantry divisions from here on out to France, it seems. And the Grandmaster remains. After much deliberation, Donon has decided that he needs no crown. While the title of Emperor of France may be flashy, it truly gains him nothing. For all intents and purposes, Joseph Donon is already Emperor of France. Nobody speaks against him. He thinks of what he wants, and like magic, his people rush to do it. Instead, Donon shall stay as the Grandmaster of France, as he has been for quite some time. This comes to a shock to some of those who claim to have known him. They feared that Donon was simply a power-hungry nepotist who would chase ever-lofty titles like a greyhound on the track chases the rabbit. However, Donon has proved, even now, so late into his rule, that he is full of surprises to the future, and Donon gains the leader trait, the Great Master. And now let's deploy some troops here in France, get that done, and that will be done now. Keep pushing into Arabia, please, get there. The Entente still wants our help with the Raj Authority. Well, they want us to help them fight the Princely Federation. The Pope has been shot, apparently. Well, that's bad. So who's going to replace him? I wonder. I mean, the Pope is... Now it has the College of Cardinals. We had Pius XII. It was kind of a different Pius XII. We were expecting to control the country, but it happened. Let's finish off Yemen. Get this war over with. My Colombian army, you're doing fine. You guys have done well, considering what you've been having to deal with. And gotta win this war here. Take Aden, please. Gotta do it for France. And in our focus tree, let's do by un long chemin, which says we're gonna beginnings of a long journey. France is devastated. The civil war, the syndicalists failed. Yemen is beaten. Let's make them into a puppet. Pass, 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 pass. Take all states. And we're done. So Legion, Army 1, just disband them. You guys are finished. You're gonna all return. And they're going back to Colombia, the Greater Colombian Authority. Thank you for the aid. And we have some more troops deployed in France. Put them on the border with the rest of Army Group 1. Come on, get this done. Yes, complete this mission. And let's stop having this unit do invasion support in the English Channel. And let's also put our Army 2 on garrison duty in France. We need more troops for these guys. We need more garrison divisions, essentially. And just guard ports, since we have to now guard more. We have to guard more areas with these divisions, so just focus on defending ports. Let's bring in more divisions, please. More garrison troops. We need a lot of those, like 10 of them, maybe. It's just crazy how much manpower we have now. It's absurd. And let's get this focus done. Let's make Yemen into a puppet first. They'll be a subject. And they are liberated, and the Entente now controls a large portion of Arabia. So that's that. Can we give them some land? Return Yemeni lands? Sure. Fate of Azir. Give it to I don't know, Hashemite Arabia. Yes. We gave it to them. So Hashemite Arabia is now stronger, and this is Entente Arabia, essentially. We have a great deal of influence, and somebody just started a war, I think. The Bharatiya Commune is fighting Burma. Is that right? That is bad. Well, Gandhi is fighting Burma. That's not good for Burma, isn't it? They're fighting on two fronts at this point. And I think I'm going to end what is part 4 of my French National State Legionary Order PAF playthrough in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod Kaiserredux here. If you enjoyed the mod, you can check it out in the video description. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe.